nous-mêmes, nous avons des devoirs pour nous faire aujourd'hui. Et pas seul parler, non? Nous connaissons ça, c'est des actions, pas vrai? Toujours action. Nous avons un travail pour nous faire aujourd'hui. Nous parlons de choléra qui frappe Haïti. Brian IJDH a fait travail, yo Québec, United Nations accountable, pour yo sou yo, pour yo dire pardon de ça yo fait, pour yo acknowledge c'est yo même qui porte Haïti. Nous connaissons que, and I know it mentioned earlier, right? Na Supreme Court na Dominican Republic là, verdict ça yo fait by sous Haïti ou Haïtien descent. Dominicans, c'est Dominicains yo, mais si yo gen 100 Haïtiens nan yo depuis 1926. Y a gardé moun depuis 1926. Si yo wè en famille, en papa, en grand-père yo, pas de gen papier légalement, moun sa yo pas considéré yo Dominicain. Ça c'est 80 ans. 80 years. So nous connaissons Haïti, Haïtien, nous still jouons discrimination. Moi, même pas un sénateur en Haïti, so un sénateur moi dans Boston, dans Massachusetts. So pour nous Québec, gouvernement pas nous, fédéral gouvernement pas nous accountable. Pour nous demander yo, Jean nous te demandé Marie Saint-Flair, moi-même nous te travaillons ensemble avec our congressional delegation to send a letter. So we have to hold folks accountable, like I said. But I want to say this really quick as I wrap up. In terms of this verdict that came out in the Dominican Republic, 80 years, they're looking back in 1926. If there was someone from 1926 who did not have a grandparent or a parent who did not have papers, and they've lived in Dominican Republic for 80 years, they are Dominicans. But they're saying they are no longer going to be considered Dominican. They're going to strip them of their citizenship. So we know as Haitians, Haitian Americans, we are still facing discrimination. But we need to do our part. As Minister Brunache said, the diaspora has to be strong. L'union fait la force. The diaspora has to come together. And we have to action, people, action. As Marie St. Fleur and I worked with our congressional delegation and said, what are we going to do? The congressional delegation, we're happy. Congressman Joe Kennedy, Congressman Michael Capuano, Congresswoman Nikki Songas, Congressman Jim McGovern. They sent a letter to the Dominican Republic, to the president of the Dominican Republic, asking them to take down this ruling. But we're saying that's a good step. That's a great first step. But what we need to do, we need to ask our government, like we did with the HFRPP petition, we need to ask our government here in the United States to really take a direct action in terms of this ruling. And how do we do this? Since 2010, the earthquake hit Haiti. Since 2010, 200,000 people have died. 800,000 people are still displaced. Yes, the cleaning up has begun, which we're grateful. Trash is picked up, work is happening. It's about building capacity as the Haiti Fund, and we've talked about. It's about building the infrastructure so it could remain long term. But more importantly, everyone, it's about us asking our government to stop hiring the Dominican companies, the companies in Dominican Republic, to stop employing these companies that are getting all the money that is coming for the rebuilding of Haiti. If you don't respect your neighbors next door, if you don't respect the Haitian people, then how can you possibly in good faith build a great housing for the people of Haiti? How can you build great roads for the people of Haiti? So I've said this publicly. So we are going to begin a petition, and we are going to ask our government to take a stand. And we need to stop the money flowing through the Dominican Republic. We need to stop hiring Dominican companies, and we need to demand that tomorrow. And it needs to continue until it gets done. Because the noise is not heard, people. People don't know what's going on until the Globe just did a piece last week. And it was our Dominican friend, Hector Pina, who owns Merengue Restaurant in Roxbury, who came to me and Marie with a Dominican reporter from Dominican Republic and said, you guys, you won't believe what's happening in Dominican Republic. And we said, what's happening in Dominican Republic? And he began to tell the story. And so we need to make noise because people need to understand that is not right. And so the monies that the countries and all around the world, monies were promised to Haiti to rebuild. And we're saying even though Dominican Republic is next door, if you cannot get rid of this ruling, business must cease with Dominican Republic. The economy must cease with the Dominican Republic. And that is how we have direct impact. That is how we make changes for our people on the ground in Haiti. That is how we make changes here in our country in the United States. And we can do it because we are an incredible people with amazing friends here in this country. Incredible friends who understands the plight and the struggle of this beautiful island called Haiti. So moi dis nous merci parce que le travail l'a fait commencer. Il fait commencer parce que nous allons demander tout le monde, nous allons demander au gouvernement pour faire ça me fait dire nous. Pour nous dire stop voyer l'argent dans Dominican Republic. Stop hire business dominicain yo. Parce que si jugement ka descend pour retirer, pas qu'on retirer strip, puis on dit strip. Retirer, right? Pour retirer citoyen moun. Yo là depuis 80 ans dans Dominican Republic pour dire retirer citoyen yo, eh bien nous pas besoin faire business avec tout. Pas vrai? So le travail ça nous va commencer. So l'aimerait nous pour nous signer une pétition, pour nous commencer à mobiliser, pour nous venir faire travail là, moi voulais nous camper avec nous. Parce que pas moi même non, c'est nous mêmes qui va le faire ça. Et pas moi même non, c'est nous mêmes qui va le faire ça ensemble. So et ça nous va le faire. Moi merci tout ministères yo, pasteurs yo qui dans la chambre aujourd'hui. Parce que pasteur délégation yo en congregation pour tout travail yo te fait dans HFRPP en tout. So nous allons travailler ensemble sur ça. So